Our topic for today is, what is your love story? Cute, weird, cinematic, sad, loving, whatever? This is a super popular answer that someone posted without revealing their identity. This was the most defining moment of my life. I cannot tell you about everything that led up to that moment. I cannot explain how every experience, every emotion, every love had brought me to this perfect moment in time. But here are the basic details. I was in Denmark, visiting my mother, and arrived in Copenhagen to catch the jazz festival. I had met some guys on the street one night, and they invited me to their concert the following evening. As we waited for the opening band to finish, I sat and talked with some friendly people, when I noticed a man sitting nearby. All the excess details have melted away. It is as if a spotlight were shining on him, and all the other sights and sounds vanished. The first thing I noticed, the way he was sitting. One arm was casually flung over the back of the couch, and he was so relaxed. I thought, look at his body language. His heart is completely open to the person he is talking to. He must be open-hearted. The second thing I noticed was the way he laughed. He threw his head back as he laughed, and I thought, look, that man is so full of joy. He laughs with his whole body. The third thing, when he spoke to the person he was talking to, he would occasionally reach out and touch their arm, and I thought, he is a caring person, making sure he is being received in the way he means to be. A while later, I watched him cross the room. He moved in an almost regal way, like he owned the place. I saw a person greet him, and he embraced them in a kind way. I thought, he is a warm person, and friendly too. But then I saw another person greet him, and this time, he simply acknowledged them with a nod and a quick handshake. I said to myself, aha! He is not so crazy about that one. So he is an honest man, honest in his dealings with people. Time passed, and I saw him escort a highly stoned guy out of the club. Even though he was twice the guy's size, he did it gently and kindly. He wasn't forceful, just firm and clear. So clear. At this point, I thought, this is one of the most glorious men I have ever seen, and I must make sure to go nowhere near him. There is a truly lucky woman out there, who gets to be with a man like that. Up until that time, I had been consciously developing an ability to see people for who they really are. Basically, I had been developing my personal instinct, and at this moment, I felt as if I had been studying for this. This was my master's thesis, my final exam, my opus. Now I almost feel as if I were in some type of shamanic trance, because never before had someone seemed so utterly transparent to me. I won't write about everything that happened next, how we found each other and did everything we could to be together, but I will tell you this, everything that I love most about my husband were those things that I saw across a dark and noisy room, before we ever met, before we ever spoke or made eye contact or touched. Before I found out what he did for a living, or how much money he had, or where he came from, all the truly important things I discovered by watching him, by listening to my perfect instinct. That same perfect instinct we all have, if we choose to listen to it. Because of the love we have for each other, I feel a contentment that I never experienced before. And I really don't need much else. Everything else is extra, I say, because I truly have the one thing I always wanted most.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.